Hey guys, it's Tim and G from 2833 Love, and welcome to part 2 of my Would You Rather video. So about a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I'm not really sure, I filmed a Would You Rather video where I had a whole bunch of questions that I pretty much just answered, and it was like, would you rather this or would you rather that, and I just chose between them. If you want to check that out, I will try to leave an annotation here. But today I've got 10 new questions plus a bonus question I'm gonna leave for you guys to answer. I'm gonna answer 10 questions today that are would you rather questions that are pretty funny or pretty hard to answer, and I'm gonna try to do my best to answer them and give you guys some reasoning. Hopefully this video isn't too long, but if you want to watch this, just over there. So the first question is, would you rather smell like poop and not know it, or constantly be smelling poop and nobody else smells it? So when I heard this question, I was like, what? And I was like, okay, it's like, would I rather like have other people suffer or have me suffer? But I just thought about it and I was like, well, after a while you probably wouldn't like smell it anymore. Like you wouldn't smell the poop anymore if it was you who were smelling it. So I would rather be smelling poop and have nobody else know it, because I probably just go nose blind to it. And then plus I feel like if I smelled really bad, I wouldn't have that many friends because people would probably be covering my nose every time they're around me, which that would be super awkward for me. So I'd rather just smell the poop and be okay with it and just live with it for the rest of my life, apparently. So the next question is, would I rather be itchy for the rest of my life or be sticky for the rest of my life? Okay, so one thing you gotta know about me is I kind of have hate the feeling of being sticky. Like my hands are sticky, I just have to wipe it off. I just can't have it. And when you touch some clothes, like the lint gets on your fingers, I just hate that so much. So if I had to choose between being sticky and being itchy, I'd probably rather be itchy. And I know that your skin will peel off and all that stuff, but have your whole body be sticky is just disgusting to me, and I don't really know how I would feel about that. So I'd probably just rather be itchy for the rest of my life. Plus, I mean, scratching an itch kind of feels good. So yeah, that's I guess a little bonus for that too. But I guess if the itch never goes away, that'd probably be annoying. But I'm sticking with my answer. I can't stand being sticky for the rest of my life. Okay. So the next one is, would you rather eat a bowl of vomit, disgusting, or lick a hobo's foot? That is super easy for me. For me, that is so easy. Vomit or a foot. You're implying that the hobo is dirty, but the hobo doesn't have to be dirty. The hobo can be a very clean hobo. So I'd rather lick the hobo's foot. Plus vomit's disgusting. Even if it's my own, if somebody else's, definitely not. Even if it's my own, no. I just rather lick a hobo's foot. Even if it's just from top to bottom, 3 times, I cannot eat a full bowl of vomit. That's just disgusting. So that is my choice. Would rather to lick a hobo's foot. That's disgusting. I never thought I would say those words, but I did. So here it is. So numero 4 is, would you rather smell like eggs when you burp or have a green cloud appear when you fart? That is a no-brainer for me as to the eggs one, because me personally, I don't really burp that often or that much or that loudly or anything like that. So I'd pretty much rather just smell like the eggs for a little bit. It doesn't say forever. It doesn't say for how long. It just feel a little scent, and that's it. I don't burp that much, so it's not gonna happen very often. And plus, my friends would probably get used to smelling it. But have a green cloud appear, everybody would know that you farted. That'd be so disgusting. So I'd rather just smell the eggs for a little bit. Plus, eggs don't always smell that bad. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So it really depends. So I'd rather just smell the eggs when I burp rather than a green cloud when I fart. Okay. Would I rather have the hiccups for the rest of my life, ew, or always feel like you have to sneeze but never be able to? The hiccups are so annoying to me, especially when they get too out of hand. I just hate the hiccups so much. I'd rather just have the feeling of having to sneeze. Because, I mean, even though it's an annoying feeling, it just feels so aggravating. I just rather have that than like having hiccups like like every like 2 seconds or something. So I would just rather have the feeling of being sneezy. How about you guys? What do you guys think about that? That's a pretty hard one for a lot of people. So what do you guys think about like that? Because it's pretty much just whether you're more annoyed by this or more annoyed by that. And I'm just more annoyed by hiccups. Like I really hate hiccups so much. I just always like use the method of holding your breath. That's just the method I use to get rid of the hiccups for me. So yeah, because I never really had the hiccups in a long time. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so the next one is, would you rather live like a king but have no friends or family, or be homeless but have a whole bunch of loving friends and family? Now for me, this one is pretty like simple. Like I'd rather just be homeless and have friends and family, because me being me, I'm a very social person and I like to be like talk to my friends and family and all that stuff and lovey-dovey, all that stuff. So I would hate to like not have anybody to talk to, or like not have any friends and family. And like if you have no friends, that means you can have enemies though, and like that still sucks to just have a bunch of enemies but nobody, like no friends or whatever. So I'd rather just have a whole bunch of friends and family and be homeless, because like being isolated and having no one to talk to is just so like sad for me. But some people, like, they can handle like not having anybody to talk to, or having people like to necessarily like talk to them about stuff. So yeah, but like for me, I'm a very outgoing person, very social most of the time. Not outgoing to other people, but to my friends, I'm a very outgoing person. So I would hate not to be able to talk to my friends and family and like best friends and all that stuff, because best friends and friends and all that stuff are hard to find. So yeah, you kind of gotta stick with them. Plus, it's like being rich and poor. It's like even if you're like super rich, if you're very miserable with your life, it's just gonna suck anyways. So I'd rather just be poor and have a whole bunch of stuff and like a whole bunch of like things, a whole bunch of friends and family that love me in life, that they can help me out too. So you never know. So what do you guys think about this? I want you guys to answer this also in the comment section below. I think it's a very hard question for most people, but for me, it was super easy to answer. Okay, number 7. Yeah, 7 is know when you're going to die or know how you're going to die. Now, like, I heard the question before of like, would you want to know when you die or not? Like, and I'm always like, I wouldn't want to know when I die. Like, even if it's tomorrow, you can live your life to the fullest until then. But I never heard this one of knowing when you're gonna die or how you're gonna die. And I actually picked know when you're going to die, because like knowing how you're gonna die, like you might die in a car accident, right? But you don't know if it's tomorrow, next week, the week after that, maybe when you're 89 in a car, in a bus, whatever. Like, you never know. And for the rest of your life, you're gonna be fearing like the constant fear of like the constant fear of just getting in a car, or like the constant fear of getting in a plane or a train or a bus or like anything, or a bicycle or a motorcycle. Like you'll be like, I'm gonna die from one of these things, like I don't want to get on that anymore. But you never know when it's gonna happen, and you're not gonna live your life to the fullest. But if you know when you're gonna die, at least you can like be like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna like go on this airplane, I'm gonna like travel the world, like, and like you have like 1 week to live. You're like, okay, I'm gonna spend all my money and like do this. I'm doing all this money to charity because I know I'm gonna go. And you can like just do everything then. Like even if you're gonna go tomorrow, you can like still like call up all your family and be like, I love you. And knowing when you're gonna die would be a lot easier than knowing how you're gonna die. But if I had the choice of like not knowing and knowing, I'd probably just rather not know, because I guess ignorance is bliss. So yeah, I'd rather just not know in general. But if I had to choose between the two, I would rather know when instead of how. So we are on number 8 now, guys, and we have two more. Sorry, not too much. 2 more until we are done. But pretty much it's, would you rather be burned alive or stranded at sea? And I would rather, I said buried alive. Wait, is it burned alive? Oh, would you rather be burned alive or stranded at sea? Like, stranded at sea, because it doesn't say you have to die. So I'd rather just be stranded at sea, like be a little bit malnourished for a bit, like be like afraid of the water for the rest of my life. Rather than have like a bunch of whole burn scars all over my body, like not be able to walk and not be able to talk. And if you have been burned alive, just like at least you have like some battle wounds. But I'd rather just be stranded at sea and like be alive at the end, because that's a loophole. It didn't say you have to die. It just said you have to be stranded at sea. And it didn't say how long either. You could be stranded at sea for like 2 minutes, and that's it. So I'd be fine. So that's just what I would choose. How about you guys? Okay, so it's number 9, guys. And this one is pretty difficult. It says, would you rather always have to tell the truth or always lie? Now, I've heard the one of always speak your mind, or never speak again, which is pretty hard. But this one is always tell the truth or always lie. It's like, telling the truth is, sometimes telling the truth is for the better. Like, sometimes telling the truth is for the better for people, like, and not, like, telling them what you actually mean, because things can go wrong when you actually mean. Like, imagine if everybody just told the truth to you, like, everybody would just be kind of, like, sad all the time, because, like, sometimes, it's like, you have to get a specific amount of social skills to be able to, like, be able to tell when you're supposed to tell the truth, or when the person would rather just, like, be ignorant about what's going on. So but I would rather just tell the truth than lie, because imagine every time someone asks you a question like, do you want dessert? You'd be like, you want it, but you don't, but you have to be like, no. Or someone would be like, oh, you want $50 million, do you want that? And you're like, no. I'd rather just tell the truth instead of just lying, because I feel like you'll come back and bite you in the butt. When someone asks you a question, you have to lie about it all the time. Instead of being like, do you want dessert? You can be like, yeah, I want it. Instead of like lying all the time. Even though sometimes that can be very bad. But like, nobody likes a liar. Like, nobody wants to be lied to constantly. But at least you'll have some people out there that'll be like, they'll appreciate your honesty most of the time and understand what you're going through. So at least like you can actually have some friends sometimes, I guess. Okay. Would you rather be naked in Antarctica or wear a snowsuit in the desert? So I repeat, naked, Antarctica, snowsuit, desert. Those are just two horrible things in general. So the fact that I have to be like naked in Antarctica or wear a snowsuit in the desert, like, I love living places with a lot of warmth and heat and stuff. But the desert is extreme heat, like extreme heat, like very extreme heat. Like you can die from like the amount of heat that's there. Plus, you're gonna have to wear a snowsuit. Oh my gosh, I could not survive. I'd rather like be naked in Antarctica, because people say that when you like are dying from like coldness and stuff, that you can at least like you know, like you kind of just drift off to sleep instead of like just like dying and feeling excruciating pain. You can kind of like drift off and like your whole body goes numb and you don't really feel anything after a while, and you kind of just get sleepy and you go to sleep and you die. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but that's what I've heard. So, but this question does not say die though. I just realized that, so I'm just thinking about death, but it doesn't say die. So if in that case, I'd rather just have a snowsuit in the desert. At least I won't get like frostbite if I'm not dying. But if I'm dying, I'd rather be in Antarctica. So that's pretty much what I chose. If I'm dying, Antarctica. If I'm not dying, desert. That's what I chose. Okay. So the last one that I'm going to leave with you guys, I'm not going to answer it, but you guys are going to answer it in the comment section below, is, would you rather have a head the size of a tennis ball, or forever, by the way, have the head the size of a tennis ball forever, or have a head the size of 2 watermelons forever? So a head this big, like, no, I not like this big, or a head like this big. So it's like, I'm not gonna answer it because this is a question for you guys, but me personally, I have a preference. But what would you guys choose? Please leave the answer of what you guys think in the comment section below. And yeah. And thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see more of my face, please hit the subscribe button up there, up, down there, over there, wherever you see it, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video.